In Germany, when we first got there, the prisoners would surrender. They'd come out with their hands over their head like this, meaning we surrender. And we would welcome them in, and we were careful with them because we were afraid they might upset something behind us. But we soon learned that they were giving up. The war was over. They knew it. And so at every opportunity, they would come out and surrender. And as we began to go through Germany toward the latter part of the war, they were surrendering in droves. And one occasion, we had so many accumulated that we had to have a truck convoy, and I hauled 22 2.5-ton truckloads of prisoners, just me in the front, driver for each vehicle, and one guy in the back, and 2,200 prisoners. And we had them in the 22 trucks, and there were 1,100 prisoners. So you can figure out how many were packed in each truck that way. And we hauled them about 100 miles to a much larger assembly point to put them in. But the war was over as far as they were concerned. They were giving up right and left, so they were giving us no problem.
But in the Pacific, you know, the Japanese philosophy was rather to die for the country than to surrender. And I believe in all of my operations in the Philippines that we may have got one Japanese that we captured, and also on Okinawa we had flyers saying that if they wanted to surrender, to take this pamphlet and wave it in the air, and we would honor them as being a prisoner. And only one Japanese soldier ever did that. So basically, with only two ever being involved, we treated them well, but there were so few that there was practically non-existence.
We took a few prisoners from time to time. I knew that we would treat them according to the Geneva Convention. I know I wouldn't let my soldiers harm them, but sometimes I would let them frighten them a little bit. But they did no physical harm to them, but they might snap them to attention or make them walk a little faster or something. But we gave them a very good treatment.
I came in contact with many of the guys that were sent back from the Pacific area, and of course, if they were prisoners of war, they were with the Japanese. They were very cruelly treated, and I mean cruelly. Some of them were young flyers. They were only in their early 20s, and they had been so mistreated that they would never walk again. They were already in wheelchairs, and it was very, very difficult to even talk to them. And sometimes I would go to the paralytic ward, take them in the wheelchair, take them down to the movie, and then take them back and let the nurses put them to bed. But they always appreciated whatever you did for them. But they were very cruelly treated.